All right, welcome everyone to the Virtual Agent Academy. Let's go ahead and get started with some announcements first. So as always, please visit our Virtual Agent NLU Academy, or I'm sorry, community, as well as our new agent chat routing and sidebar community. There you'll find plenty of resources about, in this case, agent chat, AWA, and sidebar. Feel free to go there to ask questions, get answers, so on and so forth. If you're watching this via YouTube and you like what you're seeing, go ahead and click that like button, click that subscribe button so that you're up to date on all our Academy recordings whenever they're posted. So all our academies are recorded. So more news. So we're going to have a new name next year, new name, but same awesome academy. So currently we're called the Virtual Agent Academy, but as you may have noticed, for those long-time listeners, we have been expanding more to cover agent chat, advanced work assignment, and sidebar, which we're going to cover today, by the way. And so we realize our academy is no longer just going to be about virtual agent, although we will have some of that too, right? But we are going to rename our academy to now Conversational Interfaces Academy. That's going to be starting in January of 2023. And like I said, we're going to do, maybe, 50% agent chat AWA sidebar, and then 50% VA/NLU. And for you listeners, our loyal listeners, there are no scheduling or registration changes. As always, tell your colleagues, spread the word, invite your, friends and family to our academy. But we're going to just be changing the name just to recognize that we are going to be covering more things than just Conversational Interfaces Academy. The community page where I post all our recordings, that won't change. We're just going to change the title, but definitely keep visiting that page in our community to not only see our recordings, but also the following week's topics. So I hope you guys are doing that. So yep, that's the little rename there, just sneak peek. So today we're going to talk about how to enable real-time collaboration with Sidebar. So some of you may have heard about Sidebar and what it does, and sort of the next generation of ServiceNow's peer-to-peer or agent-to-agent collaboration tool. So with me to talk more about that is a fellow outbound product manager for conversational interfaces, Sam Yukthareddy. Sam, take it away.
Thank you, Victor. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today's session. So here is our goal for today's academy. So I'll be talking about Sidebar overview, and I'll provide the list of features that we have released in Tokyo, and what are the workspaces that we will be supporting for Sidebar in Tokyo, then followed by an exercise and Q&A. So I'm giving more time for the Q&A because I know most of you might have many questions, what Sidebar and how it works with Connect Chat. So you can feel free to ask all those questions during the Q&A. Let's say if you have any questions while I'm going through the slides, please do post your questions in the Q&A section for the Zoom. Okay, with that said, let's start. So what is Sidebar? So Sidebar is a new product which is released in Tokyo, August 2022. So Sidebar helps any agent internally to connect with other agents and subject matter expertise to get a help faster for resolving the customer issues. So this product will improve the customer resolutions faster and helps the agent's efficiency. And also it reduces the compliance issue since there is a help available for the agents with this tool. Next slide, please. How it looks. So we have added a new panel for Sidebar. Now, if you see the screenshot on the right side, there's a dark blue color. So that's how the Sidebar menu will look. So you'll see all the discussions within that all section, and then you have unread and favorites. So anything that is new that entered into your menu and you just want to look at the new ones, just click on the unread and see the unread ones. And if you have favorited any discussion that you want to refer in future, once you click on the star icon of that discussion, that gets into the favorite section. You can pin this menu to stay static on your instance if you don't want it. So just unpin it. And on the very top menu, you'll see there is a two chat icons. So that's the icon that we are using for the sidebar. So I'll show much more details in the demo time. Also observe another thing, there is multiple windows docked at the bottom of this instance. So all those windows are the sidebar discussion. So agent can work in multiple discussions, helping others or asking questions. All those windows will be docked onto the screen and it's a configurable. You can configure how many windows you want to see and rest how many you want to put it onto the vertical menu to see the other list of discussions. And sidebar is available only in Next Experience. So these are the available features that we have released in Tokyo. So to start with, as it's a new product, so we started with the task record-based conversation. So what it means is any of your incident, cases, problems, any record type will have a sidebar activated once you have activated sidebar plugin. So you will see a discuss button on top of the menu, like in the screenshot. If you see on the top menu, the blue ones, the second one is the discuss button. So that is for the sidebar uh, discussions to start with. So I have explained about the utility menu and how the docked windows looks onto the instance. So with that, we also uh, have the feature for activity stream. So any message within the discussion you feel important and you want that to be added into the activity streaming, you can right click on this message and add it to the activity streaming. You can post and you can delete those messages as well. We also provided configurable quick actions as out of the box. We have provided search KB article in Tokyo. You also have an opportunity to create your own configure custom quick actions, like how you have done for agent chat. Search through discussions, there is an AI technology behind it. So within the sidebar menu, if you want to search through the discussions with a keyword, you can do it. You can drag and drop the files within the discussions to share with other participants. You can also use emojis to make your conversation livelier with the participants. So the plugin for the sidebar is Omni Experience Standard Feature Set. So you'll be looking for that plugin to activate in your instance. If you don't find it, go to our store apps. You can also look for Omni Experience Standard Feature Set there to get it installed in your instance. Now for Tokyo, we have provided the below list of workspaces as an out of the box. So what it means is sidebar will be activated if you activated your configurable workspace, CSM configurable workspace, CSM manager workspace, HR agent workspace, ITSM manager workspace, vendor management workspace. So when you activate your workspace and when you activate your sidebar plugin, you will see the discuss button for all those record types and the agent workspace in those workspaces. Let's say I do get a common question from some of our customers that it is not available in SOW yet, but we do have a plan to release in our future. So please do check with your account executives if we have supported any other workspaces that you are looking for it. Let's say you don't want to wait and you want to go ahead and get your sidebar available for non-supported workspaces. We do have a manual steps option available in our documentation. Go through those steps and you can add sidebar button manually in your system to make it available in other workspaces. Let's go to the next slide. With that said, I want to do a quick demo.
Before we start the exercise, Sam, two quick questions, if we may. Andrea asks, when will it be available for the service operations workspace? Do we have any details on that?
We are planning for Vancouver, but please do check with your account executives and look at our documentations as well.
Okay. Debbie asks, is Sidebar Chat more of a level 1 collaboration forum? It does not cover the SME availability or capacity before asking for help or provide an option to transfer to the SME.
Got it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is more like in a discussion window, so nothing to be transferred to the SME. When I show the demo, you'll understand how these participants will come together within the sidebar discussions to help each other. So this is for now, this is more as a level 1 collaboration. Any agent or any subject matter experts who has the sidebar access provided by their admin, they all can be added into those conversations to help the requester.
Cool. And then two more questions, then we'll go into the exercise. So one of the two. So Sidebar is not available in Agent Workspace.
Sidebar does available in Agent Workspace. So, but you do have to check which workspace you're using. Let's say you are using CSM Workspace. CSM Workspace also has Agent Workspace inside it. And
Great.
once you activate it, you will see the discuss button available in your agent workspace. Today's demo is more focused on agent CSM agent workspace use case. You will get more clarity when you look at the demo.
Awesome. Thanks. And then last question, then we'll go to the exercise. Toby asks, did you say that it is coming for SOW or Service Operations Workspace? I could probably answer that based on what you said, Sam, which is basically, it safe harbor, it is on the roadmap for Vancouver, but not yet, basically.
Okay.
For those who have questions during the exercise, just feel free to post them in the Q&A and we will answer them at the end.
All right, let's get into the demo. For today's demo, I'm using a use case where an agent called Beth Angelin, who is available in Agent Workspace, trying to help an end user who has a server down issue. Beth Angelin is not much knowledgeable about that particular issue. So during that conversation with the end user, she will try to get the help from other agents or subject matter expertise to solve the issue faster. For that, she'll be using Sidebar. So with that said, I logged into Beth Angelin instance, and Beth Angelin made herself available here to accept the interactions. Now, on the other side, let's get into the instance of Abel, who is our end user. Now, Abel clicks on Agent Chat, and he'll start a new conversation and select the suitable ones to get the help from the live agent. So now he clicked on the live agent support. If you see in that instance, there isn't a conversation came into her inbox. She clicks on accept to start her conversation with Abel. Now on Abel's side, he got the message from Beth and he's going to send his issue to her. So he has a server down issue and it has happened again and he wants to know by when this issue will be resolved. Now on Beth's side, she is aware that there is some server down issues going on, but she's not aware when was the last time it happened and she would like to know the status of it. So for that, she knows that there is an agent who works in a different team, has much information about it. So she'll try to start a sidebar discussion. So to open a sidebar discussion, click on discuss button and provide the subject. And if you observe here, some of the participants are auto-populated into the participants window here. Beth can remove any of the participants that she's not interested, and she can also go ahead and add a new participant if she's interested or believes that they have much information about it. And she clicks on start discuss. discussion, it opens a new window. And if you observe here within this window, her interaction has added as a record so that every participant who is in this discussion can look into the conversation that Beth is having with Abel. Now, here in her chat, she can send some emojis, and she can also click on attachments and attach some of the screenshots if she believes that it has some useful information that she can share with other participants. Now, on this side, if you look at these options here on this discuss button, if she wants to make this discussion as her favorite, she can click on star. And by clicking on the information, she can also see who all the participants that she has added. If any participant wants to leave from this discussion, they can click on leave discussion and move out. And if anybody wants to add any new person, they can go ahead and click on add participant, new participant. Now she can also minimize and expand the discussions. And if by clicking on this cross symbol, like she'll be closing the discussion, which gets closed on her window. Now let's move on to the other participants instance, what's going on. So let's say she's getting the help from Fred. So now I logged in as Fred. Now on Fred's side, on the very top right corner of his instance, he'll see two chat icons, which is the icon for sidebar. He clicks on the sidebar, and if you observe, he got one new discussion into his sidebar discussion menu. So now he clicks on all. He'll look at like what are the available discussions that's in his window. Now, if he wants to look what are the unread discussions, he can simply click on unread and see all the ones which he has not opened yet. Now, if he had made any discussion as his favorite by clicking on a star, he will see all those discussions in his favorites section. So this is applicable same for all the features that's available for the sidebar menu. It's applicable for all the participants who has access to sidebar. Now let's get into this discussion with Beth has sent to him. So he clicks on server down again issue, and a new window opens in his instance. Now he can look at the information here. Now for him to get some information, he clicks on open record. And if you see here, Fred is able to see what communication's been going on between Beth Angelin and Abel Tutor. Now with this information, what Fred can do is he can also share, pass the emojis to make the interaction livelier. He can also attach files, and at the same time, he can also look for the KB articles. As an out of the box for Tokyo, we have provided /search KB as a quick action. So select your KB and provide your keyword to find some of the suitable available KB articles here. Let's say any suitable one, he can select the KB article and send it over in the discussion window. Now, all the participants who are in the discussion, so they can see this KB article there. Now, if you observe on this instance, there are multiple other discussion windows is being docked at the bottom of the screen. So it means that Fred is also helping other agents who need some help, and simultaneously he is participating in other discussions as well. You can configure how many windows that you want to see on your screen. I wanted like 6 windows, and then whatever is more than 6 windows, it will all get into the vertical bar of this docked window menu one. So you can scroll up and down to go to the previous discussions to find more details. Now let's see on Beth's side how the KB article looks like. Now I'm going back to Beth instance. Now if you look here, she got the KB article record. She clicks on that KB article and finds some of the helpful or useful informations. So based on this information, she can help the end user very faster, and Sidebar does help the agents to connect with other agents and subject matter experts to get all the help. In Tokyo, we have also have the feature where any agent can directly go to specific records. It can be incident, case, problem, any of the record task types will also be having the capability of sidebar. Let's say I'm going to this instance one, like click on this instance. So in this incident, if you see discuss button, so click on the discuss button and you can make the conversation. Let's say if any agent is already participating in any conversation and they want to come back and look into that particular issue, they can also come back and click on the activities. Okay. Let's say if there is already a discussion, open discussion is there, you cannot open a new discussion because per record, sidebar discussion opens only one record, one window. Sorry. Now in this case, so I opened this incident. Now let's say if I try to start a new conversation, it will not open a new conversation. Instead, it will open an existing window here, and then I can go through this conversation and understand the information as well. Now, if you also observe here, every record, you'll see an activity section in which the particular discussion is being tagged into it. So you can also click on open discussion to see what was the discussion that's been happened here. Let's say if you felt any message is helpful and you want to dock it, all right, let's look the admin settings. So to activate sidebar, go to plugins, look for Omnia Experience Standard Feature Set. This is a plugin name for sidebar. If it is not installed on your system, you'll see an install here. So click on install to get it installed. Let's say if you did not find this plugin, you can also go to Store App and search for Omnia Experience Feature Set. Click on it, go through the information and get it. It will get installed in your instance. So once it's installed, go to All and go to Conversational Interfaces. Click on Settings. When a sidebar plugin is activated in your instance, you will see sidebar in your menu. So now click on sidebar. To make any modifications, you have to choose the Omnia Experience sidebar My Scope. Look for Omnia Experience, make the changes. So once that's been selected, let's refresh on the screen. If you don't want sidebar to be activated in your instance, just make it deactivated. For our demo, we need it activated, so making it back to active. There's the features that's available like emojis. Activate these emojis so that your agents can use the emojis in their discussions. Now for the participants, as an out of the box, we have provided whichever is your auto settings for your assignment record for your AWA, that will be automatically taken here, the assignment group, and whoever the list of members in that assignment group will be added as a pre-fills. If you want to change this one, you can go ahead and make your customizations as per your business need.
All right. Thank you, Sam. We'll now do Q&A. So we got a lot of good questions. So first one up. Oh, let me just share our Q&A slide. Can't let that go to waste. First question from Lauren. How is Sidebar different than Teams or other chat tools you have that may be integrated with ServiceNow?
Yeah, so Sidebar, it's available right onto your records, or right into your agent workspace. So your agent doesn't need to go to Teams or any other third-party chat area to make a conversation. So in next release, we are also planning to integrate Sidebar with Teams. So anybody like the other participants who are in Teams, the agent can add them in the Sidebar, so that whoever the participant in Teams, they can also look at the information and try to respond from there.
Okay, awesome. Denny's had two questions. First question, what is the difference between the public chat and private chat?
Okay, so this is not part of Sidebar, but I'll still answer this question. So public chat and private chat, these are available in agent chat. So you might have seen in the agent chat where Beth was interacting with the agent. So that feature is specially for when an agent is trying to interact with her co-workers, like with managers within the agent chat. If they make it as a private chat, the conversation that happens between agent and her, let's say her manager, so that information becomes private. So the end user will not see what the chatting happening between agent and manager. If they made it as a public, end user can also see what was going on between the agent and the manager. So that is the purpose for public and private chat.
Awesome. His second question was, is the conversation in Sidebar using the same interaction record as initial active chat or a separate one?
It's the same one. So Sidebar is a discuss button. The button will be added over to the interaction records. So it's not a different one. It's the same interaction record.
Cool. Josh asks, is a discussion auditable for legal purposes?
That's an interesting question. Sidebar,
I would say,
it
I
will
would
stay
say
in,
yes, right? Go ahead, sorry.
yeah, Victor. Yeah, so whatever the discussion that happens, it does stay within the Sidebar conversational table. So yes, your auditing team can look into those conversations, look at the transcripts, and use it for the legal purpose.
Cool. Anonymous asks, can this be a non-task based if agents want to communicate about issues in general?
The main idea for Sidebar is helping the task records on the agent chats. So we have not thought about the non-task based, but I'll check. I have to do a little testing on my instance if that works. I've never thought in that direction, but that's a good idea too.
Yeah, I think by default for Tokyo, all Sidebar conversations have to be related to a task. You just can't like start one up randomly. So they are all task based so far. Debbie asks, is it only agent workspace users that you can chat with?
Yes, any agent to use the agent chat, it works only in the agent workspace. Without agent workspace, your agents will not able to interact with end users.
Got it. Ganan Velan asks, is Anglin in the group chat all along? Like she is, right?
Yes, she's in the group chat, but again, the group chat for agent chat is different, and the group that you plan it to have it for your Sidebar can be different. So it depends what are the assignment rules that you will be defining.
Cool. Valerie asks, do the discussions show in the incident history list? I see them in the activity stream, but our team like to see everything in the list.
As of now for Tokyo, we don't have it. So we are only providing the feature for the activity streams, but going forward, we may come up with some options.
Cool. And then last question, unless there's more, if there's more, please type them up. Anonymous asks, which participants will be automatically added to the discuss UI actions recipient list by default? I think you covered that, but go ahead and answer that.
Sure. So if you want the recipients to come as a default into your Sidebar discussions, you do have to have a configuration, which I have showed at the end of the demo, so that you need to create an assignment group and have your list of participants into that assignment groups and make it as a default setting.
Cool. That is all the questions we have. So thank you everyone for those questions. As a reminder here, we'd love to get your feedback on community, not the academy. That's got its own survey after this, but on community. So if you'd like to give us some feedback, please check this out here. I think this is the only, oh, we have more resources. We have more academies, of course, um, for different topics. Our last Academy of the year will be in 2 weeks in December on NLU Tuning. So stay tuned for that. Har har. And we will see you in 2 weeks. I hope those in the Americas had a good Thanksgiving, and we will see you next time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all.